Throughout history, the foods we choose have not only shaped cultures, but have altered destinies, sometimes with tragic consequences. Imagine rural Europe in the 19th century, a time when traditions ruled the table and old beliefs were gospel. Among the rolling fields and candlelit halls, there persisted a culinary custom that many today would find unthinkable: the widespread enjoyment of raw or barely cooked meats, particularly pork and beef. To the wealthy elite, it was a mark of refinement, a symbol of luxury to indulge in the freshest slivers of tender meat, their delicate flavors unmarred by flame. Yet beneath this facade of sophistication, a silent danger lurked, invisible to the naked eye, and poorly understood by the medical minds of the era. No one suspected that beneath the sheen of a rich feast, something far more sinister waited, a hidden threat that would bring not delight, but disaster. One such tragedy unfolded after a grand celebration, where tables groaned under the weight of prized raw delicacies. As festivities faded, unease crept in. Guests who had reveled late into the night began to fall ill, first with subtle complaints, fatigue, a pang in the stomach, a sense that all was not well. But soon, worry turned to panic, as their symptoms turned severe. Excruciating pain racked their bodies. Fevers soared, muscles clenched and spasmed. Some became delirious, whispering nonsense in their fever dreams. For many, a deep and mysterious sleep overtook them, a sleep from which they never awoke. The rural doctors of the time were baffled. They called it the eternal sleep, a poetic yet haunting name for a tragedy they could not explain. Families mourned and whispered, blaming curses or the wrath of fate. None could fathom how a meal, a thing meant to strengthen and unite, could instead steal life away so mercilessly. It was not until decades later, with the rise of modern science and the microscope's probing eye, that the grim truth emerged. The real killers were not spirits or misfortune, but parasites dwelling undetected in raw meat. Chief among the culprits was Trichinella, a microscopic worm found in undercooked pork, responsible for the deadly illness called trichinosis. Another was Taenia, the tapeworm, whose larvae lurked in raw or rare beef. Once ingested, these parasites burrowed into the muscles and, in the most tragic cases, the brain, unleashing inflammation, neurological havoc, and sometimes death. Today, such a fate is almost unthinkable, and yet the story should not be forgotten. It teaches a lesson as urgent now as it was then. Knowledge is our strongest shield. No matter the tradition, taste, or trend, there are some risks never worth taking. First and foremost, never eat raw or undercooked meat, especially pork, beef, or animal organs. Ignore myths that promise superhuman health from raw delicacies, and beware those who offer unscientific advice. Instead, cook meats carefully, ensuring every bite is safe. Store meats in cold, clean conditions, and trust only reliable sources for what ends up on your plate. Remember the chilling warning echoed through history: just one careless meal can steal away a lifetime. Health, above all, is priceless. It should never be exchanged for fleeting pleasure or the illusion of refinement. The eternal sleep of those lost in the past serves as a somber reminder for us all. So respect the food that nourishes you. Value the knowledge that protects you. Let caution and care make every meal not only delicious, but safe. Choose to eat cooked and drink clean, so that every feast is a celebration of life, never a risk of tragedy. By learning from history, we protect our future. Say no to raw meat. Say yes to health.